Oh, it's back on. If anyone knows how to actually get... No, I forget what I'm even gonna say. I just... trying to fiddle around, get things ready to go. We'll be going a bit, you know. Just in case counting to 90 is a thing, I'll just keep talking on setting up. Oh yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Where is the link for YouTube? Is this like something on my channel, or do I gotta go somewhere? Because I would really like to give people a link. But since I'm pretty new to YouTube streaming, I'm not sure what link to give them. I assume that it's gonna show up as like a video on my stream. But, let me get this back and going. This is the stage I wanted it to be on. Alright, be under streaming options.
3, 2, 1, go!
Still unsure exactly where to go. View on watch page. Well, this works. Here's a link, and that will work better than anything else. Alright. Found the link. Still wondering if this was the best way to go on for its approach. There's just one more place I want to share from, and then I think I'll be ready to get started. I do have something in mind. Oh, you know what it is? I forgot to get the water for painting. Ah. Well, we all gotta learn this stuff one way or another. Okay, and there's the chat when it comes up. Doesn't seem to be lagging too bad. Pretty sure it'll show up a little better once I close some windows anyways. Alright. Keep that one up just in case. Let's see what angle I'll have to be at in order for you guys to see the screen I'm working on. Oh yeah, it's reversed. Say hi to the streams, Pac-man. Bye. I mean, this makes it a lot harder for me to actually see my monitor screen because I'm actually tilting it down for you guys to see it, but you'll have to do. Love that 9, guys. There we go. I actually could tilt it a little bit more down, or I could just move my stuff back. So, how's this looking now? Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Gotta get the other monitor for the folks at home so we can actually see some Smash down here. Streaming tech is just a bliss. Alright. Now I'm really looking forward to feedback as I do this a bit more. Like, do you guys want me to do more or less with this whole video game in the background while I am doing stuff on the cam here? Stuff like that. Actually, probably wouldn't hurt to move my mic a little bit closer to me. Now, I hate to leave you guys just as I got things set up, but this cup of water is really important. Because there's going to be a lot of trips back and forth to the sink to rinse my brushes as it is. Part of the reason why I think having that video game in the corner there is not a bad idea. But I really gotta get some... I'm hoping that the water will reduce how many trips I take. So enjoy Mr. Game & Watch and friends doing Mr. Game & Watch things. Bye! You know, I'm gonna need to... If I'm gonna do this more professionally, I'm gonna need, like, a message or something to let people know that I'm not just trolling them and there's actually gonna be something more than a game going on in the background. Nah, well. Alright, how are things going? Not too much out of the ordinary in chat streams and that, but hey. It's not that out of the ordinary for me. Especially on that platform outside of Twitch. So, let's get this screen off. We'll focus on what I'm gonna be doing. So it was worth pointing out, I got my water. I couldn't find the cup I normally use, so I just have this old Taco Bell cup. So totally not subliminal advertising. Where is a good place for that anyways? Now depending on how long I stream depends on exactly what we do here. But I just figured I at least start off with something, anything. I've also noticed I never really showed off the fact I got this little guy done. A little Bombette from Paper Mario. I've been tweeted out on Twitter and on my JackitK art page, but I never got around to it, so this is as good of a moment as any. I gotta apologize to the chat in advance because until I find a better way to view the chat, I'm not really gonna be able to see what you guys are doing that easily. Just forgive me and be patient with me while I go through all this. Right now, I can't seem to find my mouse cursor. This will work. And I guess I'll start off with finishing off the paint for Pac-Man here, and I'll go from there. And my plan is actually to do a Bob-omb King with Pac-Man here. I'm surprised it took me so long to do this. I actually wasn't going to do it right away, but I was itching to do some customization, and but I wanted to let the straw poll decide what my next project was actually going to be. So I decided to start working on this in the meantime. Oh, shoot. Oh, when I lift it up like that, you guys can't see it. So nothing too fancy currently, just putting the paint on. Try to get a nice clean coat. Oh, make sure you spread out your paints. If you can't thin it with water, the next best thing is just spread them out as much as you can. Thinking about doing this with something like Mario Party in the background, but you know, this is Smash Brothers, so it's kind of fitting to actually have Smash Brothers CPUs in the back. What would be cool is if I could have my amiibos fighting, but unfortunately, I don't have a capture device for the new 3DS. I don't have that little accessory that allows you to use amiibos on the not new 3DS. Yes. It's not gonna bother me, but if you guys really want to see it, let me know, and we'll see if we can work something out. I think I got that back. Pretty good. It'll need more. It obviously needs more paint in some areas, but it does take a few coats to actually get it right. Just as long as you spread the paints out as much as possible, everything else will work itself out from there. Some of you might be wondering how I plan to actually do the Bob-omb King with... Well, he has that glaringly large mustache that Pac-Man clearly doesn't. Well, we probably won't get around to it in the stream, but a few weeks ago at this point, I got myself some nice fancy green stuff. That's actually how I did this work with Bombette over here. Let's see if there's a place we can put her. Yeah, that stuff with the tip and the handles along the side there. That is actually my first experimentation with green stuff. I think a mustache would be a nice next step. Hopefully I eventually get to the point where I can do more complex things with the green stuff. But the project I really want to use it for the most, this is a very important one for me, so I'd rather get some practice in. Yeah. Good. Well, here's another use for the water. I accidentally got some black paint on Pac-Man's tongue. So I'm just gonna take a paintbrush, water it down, and ta-da! Black stuff is all gone. How's that riveting Mr. Game & Watch gameplay coming along? Water's probably counting more ways than nice. It'd be fun if I could actually do these streams on a weekly basis, but I am having a hard time getting my channel back together as is. But I always do this customization stuff anyway, so it might not be more. Yeah, I'll admit, September's gonna be a bit of a brainstorm month. I know I kinda said the same thing about August. I do got plans to try to get normal with my uploads in October. It'd be a good time to get back into YouTube the way I want to. If nothing else, I'll definitely be able to resume Freedom Planet uploads by then. Yeah, I was kind of looking for a category to put this. I know it's not exactly a gaming stream, but got the video game there, and there isn't really an art and craft category for YouTube, so that just kind of put a big damper on exactly what I would label this as. How's it coming along? I just think it gets a little bit more. Yeah, on top of amiibos, I got top of my YouTube channel. I gotta keep on track with this, my amiibos making, because I actually am going to be going to a convention, quote unquote, later on in the month, and I put money down for an art stand there. I was hoping to see if I could sell any custom amiibos there. I'm not excited about that, but because I keep procrastinating things like setting up the table, planning out how the table's gonna be, and all sorts of stuff like that. A little bit more, I think, will be done with this ink. Probably need to let the Pac-Man dry a little bit. Yeah, I know there's some spots like his arms. I'm gonna need to get a different brush for that. And you know what, I'll just take care of that now. Oh, except I forgot my tape is kind of blocking part of the arm. I guess that means that's something I'll have to worry about later. Eventually. And on top of just this being something I like to do in silence to begin with, I do apologize for not talking a lot because my throat's been kind of funny all day. Just one of the many reasons I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, but yeah, this way I can at least not talk if things get too strenuous. I wonder if I can get away with tilting this up a little bit more. You're kind of blocking things now, but hey. Bombette, say hello to Smash Brothers for me. Keep saying I'm almost done, and yet I keep finding more that I can do with this. Tempted to screen cap this once I finish putting this layer of paint on Pac-Man. Tempted to screen cap this and share with Twan. See if he gets a kick out of it, but I don't know. He might not like it. That's Mr. Wateray for those of you who don't know. He's on YouTube too somewhere. Again. Let me see if I can spin this out a little bit. See, I'm not sure if you can see the black I got on his tongue. Let me fix that with the power of water. Oh good, I brought some napkins down here too. That's better. I mean, I don't like how much yellow sticking up in the upper lip area, but I think it's better with the way until it dries, so worry more about that. How's this rest of this looking before I move on? It's not perfect, but I think it'll come out better if I wait for it to dry. Now I got something that we can work on in the meantime while that's drying up. I mean, I could have sworn I had more than 2 pink bombs, which is why I made one of them the Bombette. So I think I'm gonna try to finish up this. And just make sure I close my paint up. Oh wow, has it really almost been half an hour already? Yeah, this first stream will probably be more of a miscellaneous one. I'll probably have more of a focus in the future. I do got an idea what I could stream since I am gonna be working on it anyways. Just let me just get some paint on this guy before I show y'all. I have some interest in like doing photo shoots with these as well, as weird as that sounds. If I had more of the bombs, I was gonna just take them all, line up the ones I painted with the ones I didn't, and recreate something from Bob-omb Battlefield. These are all just ideas I have, but it's part of the inspiration of painting them out. My only concern is that if I actually am lucky enough to sell them, I might not be able to get the pictures before I do. I don't want to use this as an excuse not to bring them with me when I do as well, though. I'm supposed to roll, but you know what? I'll take advantage of this. Worst case scenario, I'll just go back and repaint the paint that rubbed off because it rolled while it was wet. At least I picked a good song to do for this. It might be pushing a little with this whole Nintendo scene, but until I've been pretty good with Smash Brothers, and hopefully they'll understand that the game isn't the focus of the stream anyways. Even though I was just talking about how gameplay is not the focus of the stream, I think it's time to go rinse out my brushes. So I'll just leave you guys with a little intermission of zoom up on the gameplay while I go take care of that. See you in a sec. You know the other thing I realized I forgot about, guys? I forgot to bring a cloth to dry and help the brushes one side and some out. Because like I said before, do have a hard time with water on my brushes. And whenever there's too much water, your paint comes out too thin and it doesn't work out. So it is important to dry them out as well. And I think I picked a good time to come back because this is about to end off. Who's gonna be in the dynamic showdown between Game Watch, and oh my god, we have a three-way sudden death! Let's just take a moment to really bask in the glory of this. I think we're gonna have Smash Brothers. As long as Nintendo's okay with it, I think we're gonna have Smash Brothers in these intermissions. Alright, let's get that out of the way. No, we're doing another game to watch. And I wish I had my amiibos in here, but like I said, can't really do... Why did I not do this on Flat Zone when I have the Mr. Game & Watch CPUs? The world may never know. Yeah. And that is weird, because I know you guys... I can see it. I can see Pac-Man's eyes fine still, but it's probably real hard to actually see the black on black. Oh, actually, I think it comes out in the camera a little better than I expected. But yeah, probably have to paint that over white, which is weird. I get the feeling that whatever they use to paint this amiibo's eyebrows and that, it just seems more resilient than the yellow to being painted. Maybe I just don't know this because I'm painting with black. And I do got green stuff I can work with, if nothing else. I suppose before I get back into what I do, this is what... No, let me just get him out of the bag. This is the little guy I plan to work on next. I did a straw poll on social media, and the results are in, saying that between Amogus, the Pokemon, and Toad, that you guys would want him Toad. Actually, it was a one vote for Amogus for a long time, but then I reposted on Twitter, and it was overwhelmingly Toad. So I guess I could talk about what I plan on doing with him, since we probably won't get around to him in this stream. First thing, I'll have to look more closely at Toad's head, whatever they decide to call it, and Nintendo canon and all. See how similar it is to this top, and if it's worth paying over, or if I should just flat out use green stuff to turn it into something more resembling of Toad. Then I think I'm gonna try to fit a cute little Jackit around his side. I just realized, I didn't realize when I was making the poll at least, that he had these spikes on the back. And I'll have to see what I want to do about that. Yeah, we're keeping his idle. One, because it's so big, and I only know how to add stuff on. And two, this is just a customized Skylander. I'm not completely trying to make Toad. It's kind of like what I did with my Yukiko amiibo. I could have done a lot more to make it look like Yukiko, but I decided to go more for a blend between the character Yukiko and the original Zelda amiibo. And I think it came out nice. Only thing I wish I could do was remove the shoulder pads off that. But again, you could argue that's part of this amiibo style. And it was before I even got it. Fun fact, Yukiko was my first work with things besides repaints. Because before this green stuff, I was using clay. Yeah, I used dry clay. The clay that you have hardened by just air drying it. Man, that was a mess to work with, to be honest. Getting her little scarf. Oh man, this is a nightmare to deal with. I should save that stuff for amiibo story because Yukio's actually gonna be my next amiibo that I have to record for that. And considering that she's one of my most OP amiibos, at least the gameplay for that will be pretty fun. And it's gonna be enjoyable to talk about her story as well. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to bring the water back over here. Yeah, this will be fine long enough for me to get the other branch and try to get a little closer. Let's see if I can show you guys what I mean. Up top I've kind of been ignoring because I haven't really used my small brush on this Bob-omb at all. And no, that's not an amiibo either, I know. But it's just so easy and cheap to get a hold of these toys, which is why I got so many of them. A piece of advice that I got a lot when I first started, that I think is worth passing on to any inspiring custom amiibo artists. Start with something that's not an amiibo, something that you can get for cheap, some sort of toy, because your first amiibo is never gonna come out the way you want. At the very least, you are gonna have a hard time. I tried to break this by doing some work with clay and painting that first, but I didn't realize until I actually worked with an amiibo, or hopefully in your case a plastic toy in general, you realize how different painting onto clay is from painting onto plastic. You know, honestly, with the first figures that I ever painted, they only took 1 or 2 coats. My first amiibo probably took like 20 different coats for one color. And to be honest, a lot of that just had to do with me being so unfamiliar with what to get myself into that it was frustrating. And I tried to, it was all bumpy, and I tried to undo it by using a magic eraser. But I guess I put too much water in it at the time, resulting in me pretty much erasing all the paint off it. So that was probably like layer 8 when I made that horrible mistake. And it took another 4 layers to fix that. I think I'm exaggerating a little, but it's felt like it's been a long time ago, so I'm not exactly positive when it was. These things are actually kind of cool. I'm surprised Nintendo gave a company the right to make Lego. Essentially what it is, it's essentially a brand of Lego, just under a different name. You wouldn't be able to tell with these Bob-ombs because they're essentially just 3 pieces. This main one, 2 holes on the bottom, and a hole on the back for the twist screw, whatever you want to call it. Trying to come up with a plan with how often I want to do this anyways. This is going to be repetitive if you've been following me, because I said it so many times, but I need to emphasize that on top of YouTube and my other internet activities, I'm currently juggling 2 different part-time jobs. So that's the biggest reason it's taken so long for me to come back. It's not like, even if I had the choice, that I would be able, because I'm just getting at the point where I need to work. And let's be honest, unless you're very successful, you're not going to be able to cut YouTube or anything on the internet as your only job. I'm actually pretty thankful as this, because even with the work I'm having, if it wasn't for the support of others, I definitely wouldn't have. I definitely wouldn't be able to make YouTube because I'd be struggling so much to support myself. Hopefully this way I actually have the time to actually search for a full-time job that will actually be worth my time. And that's getting a little into a depressing topic. How are the Game & Watches doing? Let me just take a minute, take a little break and just see exactly what the Game & Watches have been up to. So they throwing their sausages around and just doing a general old man of the 80s way to approach each other. Destroy everyone is not the same color as you. That was terrible and I wish I could have stopped myself. Let's see. You know what, I'll just spin this paint now real quick and then I'll just go back over and get that water because it's really hating the fact I don't have it right next to me so I can keep my brushes from getting dried with paint on them. BRB. Well, hey, I'm back. You know, I'm gonna just take a minute before I go back to painting and see how the internet's doing. I'll just be sure to talk while I'm doing that, though. I want to make sure that the tweets I sent went out on that. At least our Game & Watches are having a good time. I wish I had something witty to sing about them falling for the stars in that. Oh, wow, this tweet. Wow. 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 Put the response to that tweet. Still not sure what the monetization button has to do with it. I originally thought that meant that I could just like hit a button and pull up an ad every time I wasn't gonna be around or something. Again, I'll probably need to spend more. Oh, there is a play ad button. I'll have to try that next time I go out painting and see if that does any good. I mean, it won't do any good now because no one's watching yet. But hey, good practice and all, right? See. Apologies for anyone waiting. Let me actually get this back down and get back to what we set out here to do, right? Wrong, because this is actually mostly to test out streaming on YouTube as well as anything else. Bob-omb could use a bit more paint on the front end. Dang it. I thought that was dry. Oh well. I'm gonna go back to the small brush so I can get those. Where it needs to paint the most is the areas around the eyes. They're all like real thin areas I would prefer not to get paint on. If I brought another Bob-omb with me, I would feel a lot more efficient than I am right now, because I'm just doing one Bob-omb and I'll probably have to go back to water, but if I had another one I could just swap from one to the other and lots of good stuff like that. Put that away. Let me take another look at Pac-man and see what these do. Yeah, there are some finite areas there, but most of it is stuff I need a little brush for. Alright. Since I'm gonna have to do a rinse anyways, let me just get... Probably tilted up a little too much. Just realized this could also make a decent Mickey Mouse Pac-Man the way I got it. It's a good thing I see so many Pac-Mans in GameStop. Like out of all the amiibos I considered uncommon, I think I've seen more Pac-Mans than any other. I'm starting to see Pac-Man almost as often as I see Peaches in, at least at GameStop. I haven't really gone to Target ever since they've stopped. They've kind of said something about not having a certain wave of amiibos, and that's about when I gave up looking at Target for now. On the topic of GameStop, I am so sad I never forgot Robin. Well, I mean, not really sad, but that is probably the most disappointing amiibo related thing that happened in a while. I really want to have a blue-haired drop an amiibo, and I have the power to do that. It's something empowering about just saying, I want blank to happen. Oh wait, I can actually do it. Actually being able to do it, and that's probably one of the most fulfilling things that came out of customizing amiibos for me. Just the fact that I see something online, and the fact I see something that I want to do, and I can actually do it. I admit I take for granted a lot the fact that not everyone is willing to put the either can or is willing to put the time into doing this sort of thing. I mean, like, I started off, I still feel like I'm just an ordinary Joe, but at the same time, because I'm so used to doing this now, I often forget that not everyone can just take an amiibo and paint it. Oh, are we looking with Pac-man anyways? Oh shoot, I didn't realize I'm peeing out of the camera again. Yeah, small camera's gonna come into play soon. Just want to get as much of the obvious stuff I can before I go do a rinse. That's looking pretty nice. Except I keep doing that off the camera again. How's the front looking? Oh yeah, definitely see some areas on here I can get. I'm gonna save those legs for when I got the smaller brush ready to rinse them. Yeah, I don't want to get the tongue. There's this stupid underline area. Right. That little tiny bit of yellows bothered me. You know, actually, the smaller brush might help me with that, so I'll just wait until I get the smaller brush ready to use. Thinking about ready for a rinse still. Yeah, I think it's about time for a rinse. Stream's almost been at this for an hour, so I probably not quite get ready for work, but try to get the other things I want to get done before I start getting ready for work. In the meantime, let's try out this play ad feature and see if it works. That was dumb. You guys saw my face, but couldn't hear what I was saying because I muted my mic. Forgot it wasn't on. Speaking of annoyings, I thought I took care of all this like this thing in the tongue. Might have gotten too dry at this point. I'll have to pull out the magic eraser to take care of that. Yet another thing I forgot to bring to this stream. One monitor's working alright, it's just not cutting it. Not even sure what I'm doing with this tongue anyways, because the bottom thing still... area. Great, still too much water there. And I'm inevitably getting paint on his tongue, trying to paint the area right outside his tongue. Geez, the black is just on him, and it's already starting to collect dust. That's an annoying thing about working with black, by the way. Black is just like a dust and dirt magnet. Boy, it's annoying to deal with sometimes. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to dust my amiibos, by the way. I used to do it with a Clorox wipey. But then I was told some things about, hey, canned air works good for cleaning your amiibos, and yet I wasted a good chunk of money on canned air, and I'm just not dusting them the way I want. It sort of dusts them, but I feel like a Clorox wipey would have been doing the dusting better. You know, I think I'm repainting his boots anyways, and the white is just a base coat. So I'm not gonna worry about getting a little bit of black on them. Going to just finish up the Find Aid areas, and before this stream is over, I am gonna finish the main black base for this guy. Probably have to redo some of these areas once I get my green stuff together and make the mustache, and I think I'm gonna use green stuff for the eyes, because I don't know if I can really work with this otherwise. We'll just see. Trying to turn it down, because we're definitely not going to be streaming this whole time, this whole match. What's that top of the nose? I knew it. I knew there was some black on black waiting to be resisted. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The good news is I think some warm water will fix that. But I should have known this. That's like best way I can describe that is like access from clay, because I use this pad right here for making stuff out of clay as well, and I think some warm water though. Some warm water should be able to fix that without removing the paint. Hopefully. Yep. Just about as good as new. Might not be a bad idea to go over it with a coat of paint later, just to be sure, but yeah. That'll work for now. I just gotta be careful not to lay it down again. Hopefully that water doesn't mess with anything else though. I think all my other paint's dry enough that the water won't hurt it. I'm just paranoid because I'm a noob and I don't know what things I don't plan to do. I think I've pretty much completely blackened the Pac-Man here. This race conversion is just about complete. Okay, I think I've been watching too much stuff here. Oh yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing again. Well, we're just about done at this point. I'm just trying to clean up any of the rough spots, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, this area over here is a bit... it could use a bit more work. Also, you might not want to do what I'm doing at home if you're using the guy. Like, I am only painting right out of the containers because I'm super picky about wasting paint. You are better off pouring it into a spoon and painting it that way. Trust me on this. That is one thing I will say as an example of do as I say, not as I do. Because there's several ways that this could backfire. Like, I got my paint over here. I could, like, put my hand down too hard and splash black paint all across the table. There's been several times when I've dipped my brush too far down and got paint on, like, this edge area. I mean, that's easy to fix with washing it off, but I'm just trying to think of any possible minute thing that could go wrong from the way I'm painting it. It's also, using a spoon for painting is also an easy way to, like, thin your paints if you know the right mixture of water to add to your paint. Unfortunately, I couldn't really give you good advice on that, like, besides, like, none, or very little. How's this arm looking? Okay, there's this little area right underneath his glove that I can still get. Except my big fat hands don't know where to rest to get to that area. Here we go. This is a good angle. Shoot. Shoot. I'm getting the paint. I mean, if I wanted to be super careful, I would have taken the time to use this painter's tape over here across the glove to assure I wouldn't get in the way, but it's like I did on here. I actually did that for the sake of the painting the glove in the first place, keep it from getting on the body, and then vice versa. Reminds me, if I really am gonna feel content with this being done, I gotta take this paint off and get the rest of that arm. Oh wow, and there's a good chunk in the body I can really get to. Unless it just came off when I tear it off the paint, because that's a thing that happens. No, I'm not gonna worry about that area under his glove for now. I'll just focus on the arm and the underarm. I'll take care of that on my own. That is gonna require very precise patience to assure that I paint that area without painting the glove. I don't know how it's gonna be possible at this point, to be honest. That's why I'm hoping that like a rest from this will give me a game plan for that. Oh wow, yeah. You can almost see the pure yellow under there. I can tilt the camera right. Is that any better? Yeah, that'll probably actually take a coat. Quite waiting for it to dry before properly taking care of that. How's everything else looking? So I'm already starting to collect dust, but pretty good besides that. And how's the Bob-omb coming? The Bob-omb's coming along nice. It does need a little bit of work on my own, but I think it's a good point to wrap up the stream. I'm actually streaming a little bit longer than I thought I was going to. And then, yeah, thanks for watching, and if you're actually interested in specifically following my art adventures, I started up a cosplay/art page on Facebook called JackitK, where the K is as the word, not the letter. And following me there will give you an idea of what's going on. If you're going to go to the Festival of Dragons this month, I'll have a table set up over there, and you can stop by, say hello, and even check out some of the stuff I'm doing. Some of the stuff I'm selling. I keep feeling modest, the best way to put it, about selling. It just feels weird to me right now. Maybe if I can get the time though, I'll make this a monthly thing. So I'd love to do it more than that, but I'm only really being able to stream right now because of their exact situations. We'll just have to see about all of it. One more shot before we go of the amiibo. I just want something for sure that I can screen cap for later. This will be very important later for Twitter. Get as much in the camera as I possibly can. A little more, a little more, more. Now hold it still. 1, 2, 3. Close enough. Well, see you guys later.